Hi, Digital Arts. Today we're going to be playing with texts and masks. So the first thing you're going to do is in Google Classroom, you will find two images of tiny tokens. You're going to go ahead and save both and open both into Photopea. The next thing we're going to do is open a new workspace. So click on File, click on New, and we're going to open up a 400 by 200 workspace. Make sure your background is transparent and click Create. So the first thing we're going to do is use the Type tool, which is located here on your toolbar. And you'll notice up in the Options toolbar, you have the option of changing the font using this drop-down menu. And there are all kinds of different fonts, and you can see a preview of what that font looks like. For this practice, I would recommend choosing a font that is kind of on the thick side so that you can we're actually going to be putting an image in it. If your font is too thin, you're not going to be able to see any image. So don't worry right now about the other settings. Don't worry about where it's located, or maybe you accidentally put it too far to one side. Just go ahead and start typing. All your letters need to be in caps, and you're going to be typing your name. If you have a long name, you can shorthand it. You can put your nickname in there. You can use your last name. It doesn't really matter to me for this practice, as long as I would like to see more than or 4 or more letters though. So if your name is 3 letters long, then maybe put a last initial or something like that. So after you type, you're going to select all your text, and then you're going to go up in the options bar and change the size. So you're just going to drag this up until the text is about where you think you want it. Again, don't worry that it's coming off the workspace, because we're going to move that. So click on the Move tool once you've okayed your text, and you can slide it wherever you want. So in the layers, we're going to right click on the layer and click Rasterize. Now we're going to use our methods from before of moving the images of the coins using the marquee ellipse. And we're going to copy and paste. You'll have to free transform to make it a little bit smaller, but remember to hold Shift so you're not squishing your coin. And you're just making it small enough so that it covers all of the letters as much as possible. Remember, you have 2 coins, and we may have to adjust once we put the second one on. All right. So you can see how there's a little bit of the E that's not covered. So I'm going to go back to the first coin and pop it up just a little bit. All right. Now we have both covered. We're going to click on the first coin layer, right click on it, and choose Clipping Mask. So notice how all of a sudden a mask basically acts like a stencil. And so the image fits into the letters once we do a clipping mask. So we're going to do a clipping mask for the second one. And now you have your images of the tiny tokens fitting nice and neatly into the letters. So next one we're going to do is fill the background with a gradient. So again, that should just be reviewing what we've done before. You can pick whatever colors you want. Try not to pick colors that are going to be too close to the coin color. And I'm going to choose a radial blend. Kind of go from the center out. Okay, make sure that you're on the background layer before you gradient. That way it's actually just going in the background. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of fun layer effects to your name. So you remember where layer styles are down here on the layers palette. First thing we're going to do is add a drop shadow. And you can play with the opacity, make it a little bit less strong, maybe make it a little bit closer. You can spread it out, you can change the size, play with it a little bit, see what happens. We're also going to add a bevel to your lettering. So you can see again, you can change a little bit of the depth, a little bit of the size, basically make it a little more 3D. And I think I'm going to stop there because I'm really liking how it looks. So that's basically all this tutorial is. Now you know how to use the text tool, and we're just kind of reviewing some of the other concepts that we've done before. If you have any questions on how to use the type tool, please let me know.